Heidi-ho, rejectos. Welcome to the Real Rejects episode 6. Reaction of The Witcher Season 2. Guys, if you could toss a coin to that like button, that'd be very much appreciated. Subscribe to get accepted into the Reject Nation, but also to get notified when our reaction to the next Witcher episode is up. As always, you've heard me say this before, full-length watch-alongs where you sync up with a time coder over at our Patreon page. Major thanks to all that become Super Rejects because we cover so many shows over there as well. Lastly, them handsome boys at Prepper. Thank you, sexy SOBs, for helping us edit down these highlights. Let's get to it.
How much further is it? Where are we even going?
Are we there yet?
You want to kill yourself trying to become a mutant, so if you survive, you can kill yourself trying to get revenge.
Ironic.
All you care about is damn duty.
Which is protecting yo ass.
Geralt, get back here.
Whoo!
Siri, down!
Don't hurt Roach, I swear to God.
Run! Run!
Someone
What is it?
is here.
What's happened? Who's here?
Oh, Flamon is back.
Yeah. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Ho, ho, ho.
What did he take?
Did he get the vial?
Oh, what the
Roach!
shit?
Oh, you better kill that Chernobog.
Oh, man. Fuck that.
Stand your ground, Siri.
It's like a video game helper.
Yeah.
Hold!
Do a barrel roll.
Hold!
Whoa!
His feet too, damn.
Can't believe they done Roach dirty like that, man.
I
Not
know.
cool.
There better be a full in memoriam for Roach.
At Aretusa, they taught us the art of politics, art of persuasion, quick tongue to bend others so they think that they're in control.
The art of the deal.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Huge.
The White Flame rules Nilfgaard.
Yes. But my people, the face they see that feeds them every day, that welcomes them in from the cold, is yours.
You're the real leader. Accept it. Accept it. Peacocks!
It is time to return to the real reason that we took Sintra in the first place. The girl was last seen in Sodom, I'm told.
Oh,
Perfect time to
my
eavesdrop,
dude,
man.
yeah.
What a convenient eavesdropping time.
I ain't been dropping no eaves, sir, honest.
When the Chernobog came for me, the pull, I don't think it wanted to hurt me.
It didn't want to hurt you.
He doesn't know about her vision, right?
I don't think so.
Later, there were also some men from Sintra who found me, who were going to take me to the Knight to collect a reward. I killed them, Geralt.
How many were there?
4.
You've got some catching up to do. Destiny sent me here when I was about your age. Yes. I too was once a child.
You can see some of that in the Nightmare of the Wolf.
Solid Dillip for Regia.
Then flip, 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 flip.
This is Yare, one of our best students.
And lover.
Find what is missing in the girl. Then maybe you stand a chance of helping her.
She's missing acceptance.
Missing a home.
She's what's most important now.
That baby's gonna be the villain of season 3.
Fire magic is off limits for us. Whoever he is, he's not working for the Brotherhood.
That dude's all about fire.
I don't think Vesemir is what he was after.
Well, at least he left empty-handed.
He grabbed something.
Who knew it?
This wasn't part of our arrangement.
What do you want?
To meet your employer. Better to be at the right hand of the devil than in his path.
You expect to get out of that temple with the rest of your face intact. You'll need a crew.
Montage.
I need information.
Information. That cat is every cat I've ever seen in a bookstore.
How do you know who I am?
We know lots of things.
We. This is Faye.
I'm Fan. The cat's Esmeralda.
What the fuck?
You're who to ask sensitive questions.
Sensitive questions are our favorite.
They come very expensive.
Very expensive.
Well, I need to know what a witcher, a monolith, and a mysterious girl have to do with Nilfgaard.
It's a setup to my favorite joke.
These are Nilfgaardian mouths.
Do you work for them?
Does it matter?
Only that it makes you more interesting. The girl is Cyrilla of Sintra.
And how do you know that?
Like I told you, we know lots of things.
What a great way to explain away anything.
Is your buckling?
I'm not sure. Well, that's a tool for mages. I don't want to brag, but my tool is bigger and much more powerful.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Whip it out.
So they are little. Sorry.
Your big old tool almost broke my toe.
Yeah, Dick would do that.
Coil that thing back up.
I'm gonna pop off a piece of my dick.
Hello. Is that Yen?
Can I help you?
No, I was just admiring the architecture.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
I've got something better than architecture. This is my knowledge.
Be with you in a minute, Siri.
He feels her.
He knows.
How is this possible?
I don't care.
Oh.
Don't just hop straight to sex, guys.
Talk about a couple things first.
Geralt, do you know what to do with this? Sorry.
Siri.
Sorry.
Dear friend.
Dear friend.
What the hell else would you call it?
I mean, especially after the way you guys left off.
You're Yennefer.
And you must be his child surprise.
Oh shit, she's put together.
Oh, this is
This week on Witcher, things get complicated.
How will they wriggle out of this one? Having so much fun with this.
What the hell is your problem, dude?
Geralt says you're the most powerful mage he's ever known.
Well, that's nice of him.
I didn't say most powerful. You know, a lot of mages out there.
I dreamed about you once, before I even knew you existed.
Perhaps we were meant to find each other.
I can go to bed now. Damn. She's like full squatted.
Yeah. Just like that. Oh no.
This show hates babies.
It does.
God.
Oh, come on, Fringilla. Whisper some life into her. You're the luckiest baby in this entire realm.
How was dark magic, necromancy? What?
No magic. It just warmth. Just warmth.
He's gonna come and I challenge the baby to a sword fight.
Mousak.
Mousak.
Oh, she knew him?
Died trying to protect me.
Then he must have loved you very much. Hatred is an endless circle of fear and desperation.
Amen.
You may have the ability to break the cycle of hatred once and for all. Only 100 more candles to go in that direction.
Is every night.
That's beautiful.
Yes, our little love.
Thanks for translating that.
In English, please.
Fantasized about you quite a bit.
That a golem was ripping my insides out.
No, that your head was torn off by one.
How romantic.
I ran into Yaskia. This firefucker was after him. A mage, I don't know who he was.
He's looking for Siri.
Why? What did she tell him?
Yen, your heart has been beating fast this whole time.
I have some wounds that refuse to heal.
You still want to have a child?
No, it's...
She forgot all about that. Way to bring it up.
Let's hope it's different for the both of us.
Yeah, kinda.
I need to find Siri.
Funny you should mention that.
We could want Cyrilla to have a legitimate claim to Centra.
Nah, you know.
It's probably pure coincidence that Emir wants the princess with the secret power to shatter monoliths for her claim to a throne that he already took by force. Peregrine means weapon. But this is Prethen, which is more like Drethen.
Right.
Of course, duh.
The elves didn't build a weapon. They built a warrior.
Oh shit.
Lara Doran.
That's their mission. Cahir's the Emperor's. To find her. She is the reason they came to Sintra.
No, don't talk to the owl.
I know, because I helped Ciri escape. And then I lost her myself.
Don't only the black elves get dreads?
I guess so.
Racist. Good thing you got a big old ball and chain.
Yeah, thing's gonna become a weapon.
What happened? What happened?
Oh no.
Knowledge boy. Uh-oh.
Find Geralt.
Hello, Siri. It's so nice to finally put a face to a name.
Oh, you dick.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Let's do it.
Siri!
Nice scars, shithead.
Firefucker. Take Siri. I'll find you afterwards.
Oh no, she's alone with Siri.
Oh, Yen's got a way out now.
Whoa, shit, damn. Wow! Whoa! It's turning into Wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Whoa!
Holy balls.
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh my god!
That was
This
awesome.
incense is magic. And it isn't mine. Which means you need to get us out of here.
Create a portal, Siri.
Do it.
Lesson number 1. See the outcome. Make it happen.
Wow!
Ouch.
Siri!
Yen. Stop.
I wish I could.
was just so heartbroken when he saw it.
The mutagen. It's gone. And there's somewhere I need to go.
That should make it all better.
Damn, Vesmer's just having a shit season.
Triss. What are you doing here?
I wasn't spoken pot.
I know for a fact, a drop of her blood could change the world. In the wrong hands, she will destroy it.
Oh, no, no.
Well, shit.
No pressure, Siri.
Normally, the first thing I don't want to talk about is the action scenes and stuff. But why is that funny?
It's not.
Why is that funny? Why are you laughing at that?
You know
What's
what?
funny
That
about
was a
that?
sincere thought.
You
And
laugh at everything. Why is that funny? What? We should sit right now.
yeah, but that was a comedy laugh.
Oh, was
that
it?
was a punchline in and of itself. I don't know why I laughed at that, but because it's a curious thing. I'm like, oh yeah, you really do. We don't usually start off talking about the action. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Exactly that. I specifically teed that up so you would laugh at something again that's not funny, so I could call you out on laughing at something. That was the original start of the review. I had a plan from the very beginning. I can anticipate it from a mile away.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna say something. It's not at all funny. He's gonna laugh.
Some things are, cute and clever in a broad sense. In an overall
Oh no,
kind of
dude,
way.
I totally get it, man.
Sure you do.
I was ready to just see. I knew that was gonna happen. Anyway, the action in this episode was just that was the first thing that in this season that harkened back to the first episode of this whole series. Like that opening fight, I think, is a really big moment in The Witcher where, even though people weren't immediately hooked, a lot of people weren't, because it's kind of a complicated show to get on board for and follow at first.
Yeah.
That episode's action scene was like, damn, that was cool. that was brutal. And then here, what I loved about it was, hey, buddy, yeah, just when we were just starting to talk, you want to go in the scratcher? That makes sense. Go for it, buddy. Make a bunch of noise. Go, start destroying stuff. But that first episode is a different kind of fight scene. You know, he has a sword. He's messing up just civilians who don't stand a fucking chance, basically. And here they introduce the Marx brothers. What are they called?
That's right. The Michelet brothers.
Yeah.
Michelet brothers. Yeah.
They introduce them, which doesn't seem like, I don't know, maybe to you guys there's an additional lore that you know about them that we don't really comprehend. But what was cool about that was there was no sword involved, that he just had to use his fists, and then he kind of used his environment, and the way they blended whatever that like force push thing is that that Neo move. Yeah, and like the way they utilized that and implemented it into the choreography with some hyper stylized camera work was really neat. I thought that was like the best action we've gotten of the whole. It's just so like it comes from a place of protection, and it's primal and visceral, and it's not like overblown, even though there's some crazy stylized stuff, but it's really gory and violent. It was just cool. It was a cool fight to behold, man. And like that one shot especially where he just pulls out the sword, lands on it. I'm like, that's freaking clever choreography.
Yeah.
That's great choreography.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a fight where Geralt has to use more of that sort of spatial resourcefulness, because that original first episode fight, he's laying dudes out with a sword, whereas here it's like all these guys have the drop on him, they have their weapons, and he has to rely on the environment. So not only you get the stylistic influx, but you also have to watch Geralt kind of, it's a different kind of thing while also giving you the same level of thrill. It's like he's got to work a little harder for it, even though he's probably got this.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that what's his name? What's dude? Kahir.
Yeah.
The guy doesn't seem to have progressed at all as a person.
Not since he got back.
Since he got back, he's like, switch back on.
Thank God that's over.
Nilfgaard, man, I'm here.
I had no perspective from that journey I just had.
Zero humbling experience, even though boarding the ship with the elves seeking refuge has been landing me here. No
sympathy.
Like, what the hell happened with this guy? I thought there'd be like some type of, at least a hint of change or complexity towards being which way he's getting kind of pulled. But right away, it's like, White Flame, don't trust these guys. Fringilla, what's wrong with you?
I'm back.
I'm back
to my old self.
Right away.
Yeah.
And
cast in doubt.
I don't know how I feel about that. Of course, I'll wait for the season to progress, but that kind of threw me for a loop a little bit.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that fire is completely outlawed.
Yeah.
Since they can do so much, they do so much magic, and I keep forgetting that fire is like, oh yeah, that's the one thing they can't do, especially because that's like the only thing that guy does.
Yeah, exactly. It's extra bad because that's all he wants to do.
But I kept kind of viewing it as a as not really a strength, because it just seems like that's all he can do. Well, but then I forget that with the mages, that's a big thing that's not permitted.
Well, and it's also too, like, they established that, and I assume all the magic in some way, shape, or form has, they talk about this like equivalent exchange law, but it seems like with fire it's more intense of like, you gotta give up some of your life force, or you gotta get, you know, energy from somewhere to trade for this fire, and so it seems like to have that be your whole thing would probably be pretty difficult, although that's also what makes Rance such a badass, I guess.
Kind of. How did he know to go to Kaer Morhen? How did he know to go there?
That's a good question. I can't fully remember. Maybe it's just because he knows Geralt's a witcher or something like that. He was like, it's the winter, maybe I'll head there first or something. I can't remember.
No, actually, that's a really logical thing to jump to.
Yeah, because I don't think there was any like explicit like, oh, he's probably here when he's talking to like.
How do you know the vial?
That I mean that's a good question.
It seems like he just appeared. It was like action,
and then it's like, I guess I'll just take this this very important thing.
And maybe he was spying there for a while.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they mentioned that like spy mission, but in the action of the episode, it just felt like that spy mission was literally him portaling into where Vesemir was for 10 seconds and then getting blasted back out again. But yeah, maybe he's got ears.
I wonder. Sometimes, like with this show in particular, sometimes with its like introduction of lore and then kind of feeling like we're moving on a little fast,
it
can be a little bit jarring, because like they have this whole thing with Syrian and him traveling to the temple, and then it's like you think you're getting here to really learn some shit, like you're gonna learn some stuff, and it's going to be an expansion and an extension and a big learning lesson for Ciri, but it just kind of seemed like the station where Yennefer and them would meet, and then they're gone from there now.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's 2 more episodes left, and it's always a place you can go revisit and have reoccurring characters and whatnot. But I felt like there was like I at the end of the episode, I feel like there's a lack of substance that occurred from being there, other than some like sage words of pondering wisdom to perhaps contemplate of. You can do it, Ciri.
Yeah, because I liked that, when we show up at Kaer Morhen in certain places,
you spend time there.
Yeah, and it sets you up to expect those kind of things. And here, I think I maybe, I don't know yet, we'll see. I maybe got a little more out of this than like the Brokilon Forest interludes, but this did feel like the kind of thing where it's like, okay, here's where we'll spend the next chapter. Oh no, I guess we won't. Yeah, this is just a way station where we'll do a couple things and then we'll move on and get sort of an interesting flesher out of the world. Like I really like that character. I can't remember her name now, but like the woman who presides over the whole place and her interactions with Ciri, and I was like, oh, this could be like, I would be excited to see them interact more and see some more of her training through this character's eyes.
Sure.
And yeah, I mean, not to say that we could never come back or see that character again, but it does, as the episode ends up, feel very brief and like it is a stepping stone. It's like there's all this potential of like learn how to use this orb thing, and you know,
it kind of just seemed like plot device
stuff
to me, and nothing that was real. Like let's get these characters here, give her the orbs, that way Yennefer can take him.
This was this was an episode that felt like, okay, we're in a location, and even with the brothers who showed up later, I'm like, there are a lot of things in this episode where I bet the books have like a lot more stuff dedicated to this, and I can just imagine, and maybe I'm wrong, but I can just imagine, you know, readers being like, oh yeah, in the books we spend a lot more time here, it's a lot more consequential.
Sure.
But
sometimes I feel like as cool as the action is, that it sometimes sacrifices some exploration for thrills.
Yeah,
which the thrills I enjoy. That's the thing, is like I really enjoy the exciting shit.
Always here for it. Yeah.
It's just sometimes I look back and I go, but I kind of feel like we maybe in season 1 we might have kind of seen what's going on here a little bit more.
Yeah,
or had a little bit more due to develop the character.
Yeah, it feels like we would have rested and spit. Like there's something about the way that we arrive in that Melitelli, where like it
I just remember that.
I didn't read it on the screen right now at all. I didn't see the episode synopsis and quickly zero in on the right word. But even just the whole presentation of it feels like even just the style like doesn't come to what cues you into like a rest or into like, we're gonna dive in here. And I thought on the opposite side of the episode, that was probably the most tangible to me, with the Simon Callow character and Lenny Kravitz.
That's what they do with this dread.
Yeah, which is like
wait.
No,
It's
Lenny
Dread.
Kravitz.
It's Dread.
Sure. But like that was the thing where I was like, oh, this is cool, and I'm like enjoying these characters who kind of remind me of Billy Crystal and Princess Bride. Yeah. And Carole King, they reminded me of them, and just, you know, even though it is like a fact-finding mission in some ways, like
that's his whole season. That's his whole character this season.
I know. And I feel like
goes places to learn information and just tell it to the audience.
And we cut to him like once or twice, and we get the information, and it's fine. And I like everybody involved, but part of me is like, I would like to be here as part of this episode with this for a little while longer, or in Melitelli for a little while longer, and we could maybe spread some of this out. Because also too, like having the reunion of Geralt and Yennefer seems like, you know, it's certainly a moment here, and I'm not, you know, bummed out by any of how a lot of this was handled, but it is one of those things where even that I was like, I feel like we might have spent more time in this instead of it being like, okay, we get a scene, they kind of reunite, and then, oh shit, now the action's breaking out and we gotta move on.
Yeah, and I'm just so, at the same time, just so like, it was nice to see them back together again.
Yeah.
They do have just such great chemistry.
Oh, yeah.
I think, who plays Yennefer?
Anya Shalotra.
Very well done.
I think that's her name.
I think her performance is really good, especially in that scene, because there's so much going on. There's so much conflict she's having to deal with. She's desperate to regain her powers, and at the same time, like, Geralt is the love of her life. She wasn't made aware that this is the child of surprise is the same target that she's after. She has to play this well without seeming suspicious. Like, I would have really dawned on me why I was really liking her performance is when, and it's actually complimentary with the writing too, when Geralt says, like, your heart's been beating this whole time. You've been nervous, and she just says, so, just like. Yeah, that's like what a way to like lean into that. What a way to play into that without trying to hide it. Because I feel like most characters or shows, they're like, I'm not nervous.
What are you talking about?
I'm just excited or something.
It's just my heart rate.
But the way she just says so, it's like the way she tries to kind of turn it of whatever the nervousness might be could be a little bit of anticipation or something. Like, you interpret it however you want. She's comfortable. Like, she's just still playing it off like she's comfortable in this position.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I thought that was just really well done. That was a really well done performance. And also, there's some convenient shit, but you know, what are you gonna do? And the elf child being born,
that was nice.
Yeah, it was nice, man. That's how all women should give birth. Just fucking squat up against the wall.
Yeah, get your squatty potty going. It's probably the best posture for it.
Yeah, really, and just slide out.
Yeah. Yeah, just like a shoot.
That's how it works, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this episode felt like a more than a lot of the other ones. It felt like a lot of place setting. Or
there's a lot of plot in this one.
Yeah.
So we cut to like a gazillion things.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like the implication too that like maybe the monsters are actually like coming to protect Ciri or something like that, or she'll be the mother of dragons by the end, you know.
Well, that's the fear, is what is the position that Ciri ultimately will hold in here. Will she be a vessel for good or evil?
Mm-hmm.
And really, I feel like the show can go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's on a search for purpose and identity. That's the whole thing. And she finds more purpose in the part that could be perceived a little bit more malevolent, then awesome. That's where she joins up next.
Yeah.
Whereas I also was like, I don't know if this is a foreshadowing thing, but it kind of felt to me that Yennefer could perhaps still help mentor Ciri along the mage path. And I thought that's maybe what they were sort of alluding to. Because I don't imagine that Yennefer ultimately would Ciri just be surrendered like this. Like she'll go to a certain spot where it looks like that, but I still feel like, I don't know, would it be character assassination if she were to do that? It would, though. I don't know. Let's just see how it plays out. But instead of me pondering it too much, yeah, I'm curious. But they just killed off Roach, and it kind of was weird to me that Geralt didn't realize it, was kind of moved on past it really fast. He's experienced a lot of death, but for the longest time, Geralt was his only friend.
That's his buddy.
He seemed fucking super concerned when he was like Jaskier, before Jaskier was even informed about Jaskier being attacked and apprehended due to trying to get information because of Geralt. The second he heard, Geralt was like, well, yeah, is he okay?
Yeah, this guy who annoys the shit out of me. Is he okay?
Yeah, but Roach was like, Ciri seemed to be very mournful towards the death of Roach, whereas Geralt, yeah, he had his scene and he moved on, but man,
could have done with like a burial sequence or something.
Roach was the shit.
Roach was, yeah.
That was his horse. That was his best friend.
Yeah. Roach has been
great for exposition dumps.
Yeah, that too. And hey, I mean, who are you gonna find who's that solid in monster fights? It probably takes a long time bonding with your horse to get through that shit.
That's fucked up.
Poor Roach, man, pour one out.
He got done dirty.
Yeah.
It was good horse acting.
It was good horse acting. Yeah, some good horse makeup. It was good, yeah. Okay, lay down, really get into character. You're not feeling good. All right.
Was it a real horse?
I think for some of it, at least, probably. Or a good...
Maybe on the making of Witcher, they have a whole 10 minutes dedicated to how they did the horse death.
Just a guy painting the wounds.
Vesemir's sad.
Sad Vesemir.
I wonder how people who just watch the show go from if they watch Nightmare of the Wolf, where Vesemir's like, I'm the badass. And then here is this freaking kind of like borderline Luke Skywalker from Last Jedi. So
just sad.
Not exactly. When you meet up with him, it definitely lines up with his character journey, and a lot of like, there's a big gap in years.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, man, this guy's just always so freaking sad, and just keeps having this. Everything just keeps sucking for him, and just keeps getting worse, and it just to the point where it's like every choice I make, it just keeps going worse.
Close Kaer down for a while.
Probably, man. And
poor Vesemir.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see how the season wraps up as a whole. It's weird because I know this has like better critic review than season 1. But right now I am kind of like, there's some things I just don't find that I'm not as clicked with. As I noticed it too when Triss was talking with the Witchers. It just feels like sometimes we check in with the Witchers just to like be the assholes at the pub. You know?
Yeah, there's
not much of a not much characters, and the thing is they're juggling so much that a lot of the times you kind of have to just be like, what's the bare minimum to do for these guys? And it's the bare minimum here, the bare minimum there.
A lot of their scenes have been, hey, I didn't mean it, come on.
Yeah.
This is how we talk. And yeah, it does feel maybe a bit more like a show at the moment, whereas like season 1 very much felt like this thing that was built off of literature, partly because of the weird, like the, not weird, but the alternative structuring and the alternative approach to timelines and whatnot. Whereas, and I've really been enjoying season 2, but it does feel a bit more like a show and a bit more like, okay, we gotta cut to this guy, we haven't seen these people yet this episode, we gotta make sure we get their time in.
Well, this one's more accessible for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
This one's much more accessible, and there's a lot of things that they do this season that I much prefer. That's not to say, like, if I'm doing a one-on-one comparison, I would definitely say that there's plenty of things, like emotional wise. There's with a lot of the characters, it also just the fact how easier it is to follow.
Yes.
It makes a much bigger difference, I think.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's one more thing I can't remember, but what are you going to do? There's not. Oh, well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We still got 2 more to go. Guys, what do you think about this episode? What do you think about that action scene? Leave your thoughts down below. Very excited for the next couple episodes. And then we'll decide which season is better. But right now, pretty strong stuff, pretty solid work from everybody all around, and Henry Cavill is still killing it, man.
Killing it. Hey, cast across the board, A+.
Hey, everyone's
loving
great.
everybody.
Everyone's great. Even Fringilla, I think the changes that they've done with her are very interesting, because like the way in season 1 you're like, bad bitch, she's the bad one, and then here in Nilfgaard you're like, oh, you're actually like, all right,
you're balancing a lot, and you are seemingly trying to do somewhat of the right thing. I also just love in her performance just how much is played. Like, she has a lot to do in her face, in her just body language and expressions, because so much of her character has to do with the political side that she learned in Aretusa, and she is now, building the back of her status off of. And so, yeah, so much has to be kind of not fully revealed, but it's all there in her performance. And too, like, I love the subtle bonding moments between her and Francesca, even where it's like you can see her kind of opening up in a different way to her. Like, I think they've drawn her into a very interesting position, and now with the white flame showing up, I assume next episode, that's gonna get nasty.
No, I remember Dara,
yeah man,
he's
got a new do.
He's all right.
He's always in the background. Whenever we cut to Nilfgaard, he's like always in the background of every frame, just like listening in.
Just a convenient eavesdrop of it. It was just like so ridiculously like, unless he's spying.
He is.
Did he time that walking by?
Well, that's the thing is, it still is like, oh wow, he is in the exact right place around the exact right people
to get the exact sentence,
exact one sentence of information. Yeah, it is a little bit like, wait a minute, and that's something too where I feel like maybe in a differently structured episode we might have like a Dara story instead of just like oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh, there he's outside the door when the baby was born. Oh, he's over there now. He's having a fight.
Then we got this elven warrior to deal with.
Yeah, we got
Sintra warrior, whatever that's called.
Laura Doran. Another name I just knew off the top of my
Did
head.
you now?
Yeah. I write them all down in my mind's eye. I just think I've known a lot. Laura Dern sounds like Laura Dern, so there you go. That's
who is an elven warrior in many ways. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for being here. Let's wrap this video up. You check us out on Patreon. Appreciate all those who do come by to watch this with us. It's one of the few things we do that's not Spider-Man related. So I really appreciate it, guys.
Let us talk about something else.
All right, guys. Let's do a Patreon.
Tyler Haig, if ever there was a kind-hearted warrior at the Patreon page of The Real Rejects, it would be you. If we were
screw everyone
tasked, yep, nobody else but you carries this mantle. If we had to travel some great distance to a faraway land to fulfill some kind of magic destiny, who would I want protecting us, keeping our spirits up? It would be you, Tyler Haig, because easily you would look formidable. You would probably scare off a lot of the scavengers and assassins looking to fight with us. But at the same time, you're one of the most friendly, kind-hearted people around, so you could probably regale us with a song, make us feel all nice and warm out in the bitter cold. So Tyler, I hope you're doing well out in Wisconsin. It's probably pretty cold out there at this moment in time. So hey, stay warm. Hope your new year is off to a solid start, and we will chat with you soon. Much love, buddy. Stay safe.